What's up everyone, Cody back here. Today I'm bringing you guys some Trials Fusion multiplayer gameplay. This gameplay is going to be, as you can see from the A button there on the start screen, is from the Xbox One version. Personally I've been playing this on the PS4 for the last week or so, but as you guys know, I'm sure with the HDCP I'm not able to get any footage from that. So I actually called up one of my friends and yeah, I got him to bring over his Xbox One, and then yeah, we spent about half an hour here just going through the multiplayer levels, which are just an absolute blast. All it is just a carryover from Trials Evo, just the sort of, you know, the four-way simultaneous track side by side. As you can see here, I'm actually on the Roach and my friend is on the Rabbit, which is just a pedal bike. Unfortunately, yeah, that bike is not gonna work on a track like this. Where it's all about sort of maintaining momentum and jumping. The Rabbit that he's on is more or less just for like doing little bunny hops and stuff on more technical tracks. So getting to my thoughts on the game, I don't actually find it particularly that much different from Trials Evo. I've loved the Trials series ever since. I didn't play the originals on PC, but I did play Trials HD, which absolutely kicked my butt at the time on the 360, and I don't even remember if I even beat any of the expert tracks at all. But you know, I still had a blast. It's still Trials. It's just addictive gameplay, and you know, the sort of fundamental thing about it is you see skidding on my face there. That was a complete fail. The thing with Trial, it's just so much fun to just sit there, and they've integrated like notifications in with Fusion, and it pretty much updates in real time when your friends beat your lap times, and you know, it's just a lot of fun to just play it, just keep bettering your time, getting up the leaderboard. So as you can see there, I just missed out on getting a win. I like the start on this one where it just sort of drops you. My friend and I did have no idea that was about to happen. So as you can see, I've just stuck to my guns here with the Roach, and he switched over to the TKO Panda, which is the four-wheeler or the quad. You'll see him doing all sorts of different tricks, and that's actually a part of the new FMX system, which they have introduced for this game. I've done all those events on the single player, and I'm not a huge fan of them. There's definitely a whole lot of complexity to it, which I was quite surprised. There's this, it's almost like an orientation system with the tricks, where you actually have to have the bike in a certain position, and then the right analog stick actually changes your actual trick depending on the orientation of the bike. So it's actually quite complicated, and it would definitely take quite a long time to master, as I bailed out there, but I failed to realize that, yeah, as well, obviously I realized after I got shown the DNF there was no bailout finishes, as I tried to yeah, pull off a cheeky one there. So yeah, my friend and I now switched to the Pit Viper, which is the best bike on the game. However, we didn't realize there off the start that actually switched us on the track, because I think he took over first place on the overall standings, so it switched us, and then we fell over right at the start, not knowing who was who. As now you can see, yeah, we were pretty much struggling with this. I don't think either of us had even used the Pit Viper at all, as he's showboating with some Superman tricks there. So the multiplayer component here, I kind of wish that they would have had online multiplayer to begin with. I'm not sure why, you know, why their reasoning was behind it. They say it's because nobody really played it on the last game on Evolution. However, I kind of find it hard to believe that you know, if they can put the local multiplayer in, you know, it would have been nice to at least have this online enabled. You know, even with only about 10 or 11 tracks, I think, on the game to begin with for it. Just seemed like it was hemmed in at the last second, and almost as if you know, this was the only thing they could have done, and maybe the game was actually intended to be single player only, which I, you know, obviously with the integration with notifications and leaderboards. But yeah, it's definitely odd that they decided to go away from that. However, apparently there's some kind of multiplayer component they're working on, so you know, I'll be happy to see. You know, hopefully that's a big step up and something, you know, really new for the series. So hopefully that comes out in the next couple of months here. as yeah, we've both gone back to the roach, which I've actually liked that. The finish line just sort of popped in there, and yeah, I think my friend got caught off guard as I pulled out the win there with 0 faults and closed the gap a little bit. However, I've got to claw back 5 points in the final stage, so unless my friend basically fails, as I promptly fall and smash my face on the ground, yeah, unless my friend just doesn't even finish here, I'm pretty certain he'll take out the victory this time. It's nice to have those interactable objects. I think those were on Trials Evo, but those always sort of add a little bit of complexion when you have to knock over stuff. So in terms of the whole, I just wanted to touch on this, the resolution debate. There's not really a huge difference in resolution. As you see, I'm failing to even make it across the line, and then to talk about not finishing, I was the one who actually ended up not finishing. So yeah, there's going to be a part 2 to this guy, so hopefully you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you next time.